Hi everyone. Recently I have stumbled upon a very interesting question on a forum. The part of this question which was interesting for me was how to change the color based on the number on what level is on the slider. So you know the slider component. It's easy to show different images with the conditional visibilities, but what about color? So I decided to make an experiment and show the results to you. So here is the screen I have created. I have already added the property to user collection, which is called slider value. This is what we are going to change, the value which I am going to adjust with the slider. So let me start. The first component I'm going to add to this slider and color screen will be a slider component. It could be installed from the marketplace. Now for me it's on the first position. So I'm adding this slider component. So let me select the property which is gonna to adjust. It will be a slider value. Minimum value will be 0, maximum, okay, let's keep it 10, and the increment size will be 1. So but how can I adjust the color based on this value? There is a very interesting, I would say underrated component, which is called magic color rectangle. So this is how it looks like. It's called now rectangle component. So I'm going to add this rectangle component. Let me make it like this. So this component works in a way that you can enter rectangle color, and based on the value from in this setting, the color will be different. So the interesting part is that you can use magic text to set the rectangle color value. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to set it as RGB. The thing is that there is a very small but important part missing, so it's not just figures, but what I'm going to do is RGB. And here I can put the three values. First value will be, for example, 0. Second value will be 0. And the third value will be a custom formula. So this custom formula will look like as a logged in user slider value times 25. So as you can understand, a slider varies from 1 to 10. From 0 to 10, the value here will be different from black to, I think it's gonna be blue, if I'm not mistaken. So let's see. Take some time for the app to launch. So this is a slider and color screen, and as you can see, when I adjust the slider, the color of the rectangle changes. And of course it's possible to adjust the slider. It could be not just 10, between 1 and 10, or between 1 and 20, and different values. So it's that easy. There is more interesting thing. I won't be implementing it in front of you. I will just show how it works. As you can see, I can adjust value, the color between red and green, and inside it's gonna be yellow. I think that this is more advanced thing which requires some explanation. So here is the logic. First of all, let me go to our RGB color codes chart. So I want to change color between red and green. As you can see in the values below, the red will be coded as 25500. Green will be coded as 02550. However, yellow is coded as 255, 255, and 0. So the thing is that first, when we move this with this scale, the green value increases to the maximum, and then when we move to green, red value decreases by maximum. So it's not possible to implement it just by setting up changing a single value. We need to change both values. So what I did, I just found some online function calculator and created two functions there. so I just found the figures to work it correctly. So it's a exponential function. So this one will be for the red color. So it will first it goes to 255 and then it decreases gradually to 0 for the red color component. So this is how it looks like, and approximately at 128 at the middle it starts to decline and then declines to 0 at the end. So this is the function for red, and this is the function for green part. So at the beginning it's stays at 0 and then it increases, and at approximately 128. So well, it's not the maximum, but it's almost the maximum. So maybe you can find better function which represents this graphic curve, and then it stays on the maximum. So in the app itself, the other screen setup looks in the following way. So this is again the rectangle component, custom formula here. The first one, I'm using the exp function. So this is the red, the slider value divided by 255, power in the power of 4. Well, it's pretty much the similar what you've seen. It's not similar, it's the same what you've seen in the graphing calculator. And this is the function for the green part. So that it's a bit different. So it's a kind of mirrored function with and adjusted to match the requirements. And the slider itself, for the sake of simplicity, I made it from minimum from 0 to 255. Of course, if you want to change the values here to make this color work, you will need to adjust the slider value here in the formula, multiply it by something or divide it by something. So let me show how it works once again. Pretty interesting capability as for me, and with functions you can do very interesting things. So here it is, and of course you can use this functionality not just with slider but also with other color coded things, and this saves you from putting more different static rectangles with static colors. I hope it was useful. Thank you.